home. Hi, everybody, and welcome to a very exciting show. I'm surrounded by a very special audience. We have gathered people from all walks of life who are in their 80s, 90s, and hundreds, who are leading vibrant lives with no signs of stopping. Listen to these numbers. We have 50 people in their 80s. There are 58 people in the audience in their 90s. And listen to this, we even have 5 centenarians. And we did the math, and it turns out that the combined ages of our guests and our audience members today comes to, and I think this is a Guinness World Record for an audience, 10,934 years old. Young. That's a lot of wisdom in one room. And this hour is all about living well at every age. More people are living to the age of 100 and beyond than ever before in history. Later on in the show, some of our audience members will share their secrets for staying young at heart. And we'll meet a man who, at the age of 19, moved into a nursing home. We'll find out why he did it and the important lessons he learned. And there are ways to ensure our later life years so that they are as enjoyable, healthy, and productive as possible. And now I want to greet my first guest, Dr. Audrey Chun. How are you, Audrey?
I'm great, thank you.
So nice to see you.
It's great to see you,
so
too.
great. And Dr. Audrey Chun is the director of the Martha Stewart Center for Living at Mount Sinai Hospital. And she's joined by 2 inspirational people, Roger Gentilum. It's so nice to have you, Roger. Very nice. Who at the age of, really, are you really 101 years old?
Yes, I just passed it.
Oh my gosh, and he's so sprightly.
Yeah.
I watched you walk down the hall. You walked down the hall better than anybody else in that hallway.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Right.
yes. Yes, you did.
I try to keep going.
Yep, and he is still traveling the world to play competitive tennis. And Esther Tuttle is still working as an actor at the age of 99. Amazing. Well, welcome, everybody. So, Dr. Chun, our audience is familiar with you. You've been on the show several times. And what can we do to ensure that as we get older, we can continue to lead productive lives?
Well, I think Esther and Roger are great examples of what you should be doing. Staying active physically. It's never too late to start. So just because you're not playing tennis every day like Roger doesn't mean you can't start walking 15 minutes a day. And eating a wholesome diet, making sure you have lots of fruits and vegetables. This is not a secret. We all know that you need to be physically active and to eat well, but it's the basics of living well and healthily for as long as you can.
And getting enough rest, but not too much rest.
Not too much. You don't want to be sleeping all the time,
Right.
but absolutely a good night's sleep or getting enough rest is essential.
Now, Roger, you are the perfect example of someone who has maintained a high level of physical activity. Tell us how you keep fit.
I always try to keep up with the boys and keep them going. And matter of fact, to try to keep ahead of them in some sort, so to guide them well. I'm interested in what's going on technically as well as politically.
So you bowl, you play shuffleboard.
I play shuffleboard.
You
and
play
bowl,
tennis.
I dance. I ride my bike. I do some walking. I go to the fitness center a couple times a week. And I try to keep active. I wash my food. And
How's your tennis? Good? Tennis is good?
Very good.
Very good. You play doubles or singles?
Well, at this time, it's mostly doubles. We play in round robin. We have a good turnout, 3 or 4 courts every morning.
And where do you live? Where do you live for most of the year? Where do you live?
Well, from November to May, I am in Dunedin, Florida. And from May to November, I'm in Cape Cod in Falmouth, Massachusetts.
Fantastic. So 2 lovely climates. And you like the season, so you go where the seasons are still changing, right?
Yes, I try to enjoy it as much as possible.
Yeah. Oh, you're phenomenal, just phenomenal. And what is your secret, other than exercise, for aging so well?
Well, I think it's starting out with good genes and a lively interest in life. I try to follow the new things that are coming out, try to keep up technically. I've got my own website.
Oh, really?
And I'm on
Do you have a BlackBerry? A BlackBerry? Do you have a BlackBerry that you use, a small handheld?
No.
No. What do you use? A computer?
I use a computer, a laptop. I have a laptop.
Right.
And I haven't gotten into the smaller versions yet.
Right.
But
Do you have a cell phone?
I have a cell phone handy
Okay.
at all times.
And what are these medals? These heavy medals around his neck. I can't even wear a heavy medal. Two of them.
You get this Hall of
Oh,
Fame.
National Senior Games Association Hall of Fame. Fantastic.
Last August in San Francisco.
Wow,
And they-
unbelievable. Those are all your medals on the screen? Those are all your medals?
Yes. My son made that up in my kitchen.
Wow,
And
unbelievable.
some of the trophies. There's Governor Chris of Florida giving me the Athlete of the Year award in
Really?
2006.
How fantastic. Well, you are absolutely the best example I can think of for aging well and successfully and healthfully and athletically. So
I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping to set a good example for others to follow.
Esther, you have been acting for a long, long time. I read some of your bio, and Esther even was in a play with Humphrey Bogart, who was born in 1899. I looked him up. And you were not born in the 1800s, no. But you are 99 years old.
Yeah, I was born in 1911.
1911. And tell us a little bit about your wonderful career.
Well, I always wanted to be an actress, so I came to New York and decided this was what I was going to be. And I didn't realize how many years of training and how difficult it was to get a job in New York. And so I ended up at Macy's selling books. But I got everything I could that was amateur, or what now is called off-Broadway. There was a place at the Barbizon, a hotel, a theater on top of it, and they had an acting group there, and I joined them. There was another one at the St. Bartholomew's Church. I believe that one is still going. They had a very good director there. And I learned my trade while I was working at Macy's or Lord & Taylor's or some other department.
Only Macy's. We love Macy's. You know we have our beautiful collection at Macy's.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful.
So just
Well,
keep saying
Macy's
Macy's.
Great training school, let me tell you.
Oh, it
Once
was.
you've worked at Macy's, why, they'd take you into any other department store, and it was necessary for me as an actress to earn my living, as I had, unfortunately, I was an orphan, and I didn't have anybody to send me to
Really?
college or school. So I had to do it the hard way and learn what I could. I was very fortunate to get a small part in a play called The Petrified Forest with Leslie Howard in the lead and Humphrey Bogart as the villain.
And Leslie Howard, two of the most amazing men of the history of American theater, and right?
They were both wonderful
amazing.
actors,
Yes.
and it was just a joy to act with them.
Was Leslie Howard American or English?
No, he was British.
Yes,
he was British. That was the one thing he did that we didn't like. He closed the show in middle of July, and this was during the Depression. This was 1935, and he put 21 American actors out of work. But this is not allowed by our Union Actors Equity anymore. But that was the star system in those days.
So what's the last acting job you've done?
The last professional acting job? Well, I guess the last professional was in the 39 World's Fair. I got a job riding a horse side saddle in a cerise velvet riding habit. I know you're a horse girl.
Yes, I am. Now, so you don't make commercials or do anything?
Then I went, after my children were grown, I gave up acting during all those years. I was raising my children because my husband really wanted me to, and I wanted to.
How many children do you have?
I had 3 children and 11 grandchildren, 21 great-grandchildren, another one in the oven, and 1 great-great-grandchild.
But you have an amazing memory.
So I've got a
amazing. What's your secret for keeping your mind as sharp as it is and for so long?
I think the secret is learning lines, actually. I've been in a good many off-Broadway plays, and I've had a lot of lines to learn. I've played parts like Lady Bracknell in The Importance of Being Earnest.
Yes.
And I've been on a lot of theater commercials. I didn't do this until my children were all raised, but once they were, then I called Actors Equity and I said, may I rejoin? And they said, how long have you been out of it? And I said, 40 years. They said, we don't believe it. But anyway, they looked me up and I had retired in good standing, so I was able to join the union and therefore become a member of SAG. And I've done a great many commercial shoots. In fact, my face shows up every now and then. One of my little grandchildren last week walked into a Catholic church up in the Adirondacks, up in Lake Placid. And he said, there's Granny. And his father said, no, we've just been visiting Granny down on the farm. There's Granny. So he looked where this little 3-year-old was looking, and there on the table was a picture of me advertising a nursing home up in the Lake Placid.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Chun, for being here today with this incredible audience.
They're amazing.
And your work continues to be so exemplary in the field of aging successfully. And thank you both so much. It's a lot of fun to talk to you. You are fantastic. For more information and to buy tickets, to the Martha Stewart Center for Living Gala, please visit our website at marthastewart.com. Our gala is next week, and it's about aging well.
Next, actress and cookbook author Mater Jaffrey tells Martha her secret to staying young.
For the Good Witch,
this is the season to reach out to old friends.
the third time's a charm.
I would say it's a perfect fit.
Catherine Bell is back again. Don't miss the Hallmark Channel original movie, The Good Witch's Gift. Premieres tomorrow night at 8 on Hallmark Channel.